Coming to you today from the Letterside Lounge. My name is Summer Joy, and I'm currently a college journalism student. I'm here with my dad, Dennis.
Hey, late night, right?
Yeah, late night.
Late night at the later side lounge, but before midnight. It's a little after 11. It's probably what, 11? You got to watch, huh?
11:12.
11:12.
Hey.
Happy birthday. Go ahead, fire it off.
Welcome
What do we got?
to another En route to WrestleMania 41 episode. Today, we're going to be updating you on some interesting news stories leading up to WrestleMania.
I hope so.
Dad doesn't know them yet, so, but you probably do based on the title and thumbnail, so you know before him, I guess.
That's good. Shh. My God.
Okay, so first up, I've got an update on the Tiffany Stratton Charlotte Flair situation. According to Fightful Select, the Charlotte Flair and Tiffany Stratton matchup has been in the works for quite some time, even before Flair's return at the Royal Rumble. The report stated that they were told, quote, the creative direction hasn't changed in terms of who will come out of WrestleMania as the winner after the two wrestlers went off script on last...
Wait. We already know. They already know who's going to win.
Well, I'm getting there.
They already know who's going to win the match.
Hey.
At WrestleMania already. Sorry, go ahead.
No, it's okay. After the two wrestlers went off script on last week's edition of SmackDown, so they're not changing creative direction based on that.
No, listen. I should add. I'm interrupting you. It's gonna be one of those nights, guys. I drank some Monster Energy in order to be able to do this. But I should say that I'm being sarcastic when I say I'm from North Jersey, so we got this sarcasm thing going. And when I say, what do you mean? They already know. That's the only part. It's predetermined the very finish, right? Not even like, in other words, the actual winner is predetermined. But the rest of it is real. Like, it's more real than these daytime TV shows and evening TV shows and late night. More real than a lot of the news. I'm not going to go there.
We were talking about that in one of my classes today.
Oh, boy.
Anyway. Well, another thing mentioned in this post that I found really interesting, and it's partially why I picked this story to talk about, because I had no clue that they do this. I don't know if you know, but the wrestlers typically don't know who's going to win their matchup at WrestleMania until the morning of the show.
That's cool. No, I wouldn't know that.
Yeah, I had no clue. I don't know if they do that for every show or what.
Yeah, that's maybe if it was they have so much material out there that it could have been mentioned. So if it's like a known thing,
yeah,
I didn't know.
One of the comments on this post was like, wow, they don't tell them. What do they do when they practice? Like, practice both endings of the match, and then they go with the one. You know what I mean?
Yeah, is that what they do?
Well, I don't know. That's what one of the comments was asking as like a question for Fightful Select to answer. So,
well, someday when you're interviewing wrestlers, you can ask them.
Yeah.
Kevin Steen, right? That's his name. Kevin Owens, I think. Maybe he's going to have time on his hands, unfortunately. But maybe we're a big fan of his. Maybe down the road at some point when he's feeling better. Maybe, and we're on our feet. We got a little bit of a track record, hopefully. Well, let me correct that. Remember in Harry Potter when it opened up with how everybody's going to know Harry's name? I'm singing that in there. We're going to be up to speed by then. And maybe we could get an interview. Maybe you could get an interview with him. Journalist. Who do you think's going to win? Charlotte or Tiffany?
I hope Tiffany.
Who do you think they're going to put in there?
Probably Charlotte Flair.
You know, I would think that, but I really think these days it really is running up to the last minute.
That's true.
That's really running, just a guess. You know, what do we know? But and it's probably going to defend. It's probably going to depend on what they're seeing on these social. They seem to be paying attention to the fan base. I mean, look at that whole Cody shift.
Yeah.
What was that, last year?
I think so, yeah.
Or the year before?
Yeah, it was last year because it was supposed to be The Rock and Roman.
Yeah, and then the fans got in the way.
You know, Cody crybabies.
What would be going on, though, if The Rock... Well, I mean, he hasn't really been around.
I know.
So this was probably the right thing to do, right?
I'd imagine. I don't know.
Hopefully they give... This Cody thing should be interesting.
Yeah.
This WrestleMania, right?
Yeah, I think so.
It's going to be interesting. The Illuminati's involved. How could it not be? All right, let's go. Hopefully we don't get knocked off the air again.
Whoa. Yeah.
We're back, folks. Sorry.
So next up could be the people at Sports Kita just stirring the pot for
Again,
for some reason. No, that
not
was
like last time, right?
Oh wait.
Wasn't that from there
I don't remember.
originally? Anyway, go ahead. What do we got today?
It was either Fightful or Sports Kita that did that one.
Oh, yeah. What do we got? This ought to be good.
Well, they recently released an article headlined, "There's only one man in WWE who deserves to be Randy Orton's WrestleMania 41 opponent." Do you have any guesses?
Ed Norton? I mean, no, I don't know. Do you remember that episode?
Yeah.
Okay. No, I don't have any guesses.
John Cena. So
What?
their reasoning was that the two of them have a lot of history together and it's never culminated at a WrestleMania. And the article talked...
What about this? Well, all right.
Well, they talked about how Orton wants a shot at Cody Rhodes. And then one of their options that they're rooting for is that Randy Orton and John Cena have a match at during night one. The winner of that goes on to face Cody for the belt. And then they want The Rock to interfere so that it builds up the Rock and John Cena story.
Okay, well. Wow. What else you got?
Well, along the same lines, Fightful reported some betting odds from BetOnline, and so far, Nick Aldis is the most likely opponent to fill in Kevin Owens' spot based on the sources that they use to formulate their bets.
Well, I don't know what happened at SmackDown tonight, but so far they made the guy look so...
Weak.
Yeah. He's been there a long time, and it's just been like...
Yeah. So far, he's ate 2 RKOs from Randy and hasn't gotten a shot in at all.
And has got no respect. Maybe, hey, okay. Maybe if they're going to play the he has got no respect angle, there could be something there. But do you know what happened tonight at SmackDown?
I saw something, but from what I saw, they still haven't picked an opponent for him.
We better do another show right after SmackDown because we're behind. But what else is new? We're still learning. We're kind of practicing here too, guys, and hoping you can tell us, hey, open your mouth when you talk. Because that's what I got to do sometimes.
It's been a long week around here,
guys. I got to
loosen
my jaw up. Loosen your jaw up when you talk. Open your mouth when you talk. Move your tongue when you talk.
I got to smile when I think.
Smile when you think. Don't just sit there like...
Yeah, if I'm sitting here like It's because I'm thinking, not because I'm like mad.
You got anything else?
Yeah, actually.
Oh, good.
I drug one more thing up. No, I'm
Hey,
kidding.
hey. What do we got?
So this year's WrestleCon, which is scheduled for WrestleMania weekend in Las Vegas, is going to have hundreds of past and current wrestlers in attendance. So I went through WrestleCon's website and selected some names that stood out to me as people who could either be backstage or make a surprise appearance at Stand and Deliver or WrestleMania.
Oh, okay.
You want to hear?
Yes.
Okay, so first up, this is just the order that they appeared on the website and that I picked them, like based on the order that I had them.
Who listed this?
WrestleCon. It's on their website.
They're going to be at
WrestleCon. Yes, in Las Vegas.
So they're going to be
right in the hot during
they're going to be right
WrestleMania.
there, so they could very well.
Yes.
Okay, let's hear it.
Okay. A lot of these, well, you'll see. Okay, you ready for the first one?
Yes.
Saraya.
Okay.
Kurt Angle. I'm thinking the whole El Grande Americano match.
Oh, I'm going to pick one. Goldberg.
Ooh.
He on there?
He's not. But he might have been on the list. I don't remember. He might have been on the WrestleCon list.
If he's not on the list,
he's probably
he's
there.
Probably going to be there.
Yeah.
Well, you heard it from the Grand Wizard over here.
You should get a staff for when you say that, for when you make predictions.
Okay, go ahead.
Tessa Blanchard.
Cool.
I'm thinking Stand and Deliver. Jordan Grace. Maybe something there.
Anything she does is cool so far.
Yeah. Matt Cardona.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I think
we're going to see him in May.
Yeah. I forgot about that.
Yeah. There's another show I want to talk to you about.
Okay.
In Westchester.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I was going to ask.
All right, let's do this.
Zilla Fatu. If they're trying to grow the bloodline.
Yeah.
The Hardys.
Yeah, that would be really cool.
They've been around.
I would imagine they're going to have something to do with that weekend. I should smile even though it's late. When I talk about those guys, it would be really cool to see them. That would be cool. What do we got? What else?
Joe Hendry.
I seen a thumbnail. He might be hurt. Right.
Oh, I saw something about a rotator cuff.
I don't know.
I've been choosing to ignore those. Matt Riddle.
Yeah, that would be great.
The only thing with him, I did a little digging into his contract, and he's currently signed to MLW for, I think, like, only MLW.
Yeah.
But it's WrestleMania weekend. In my opinion, anything could happen.
Yeah, they might throw them some money.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll see.
Last one.
I don't know what their relationship's like. We don't know. We don't have any connections yet, guys.
No.
We're new. If you want to talk to us, though, send us a message. Leave us a comment. If you want to be one of our first sources. She's going to school for journalism. This is going to be a legit channel. We're just kind of doing this like going with the flow as we learn. But we're going to remain ourselves. It's just you're going to see our learning process here. And we don't want to just work on this stuff and not post things. So we might as well learn and make videos and send them up there as we're learning how to do it. Thanks for being part of the ride.
Sorry, I don't have my usual energy tonight. I drank some tea, and I think it's making me a little drowsy based on you're supposed to drink it at bedtime. And I was the idiot who thought that I could power through.
That's all right.
Anyway, last
Maybe
one.
I'll be more awake than you this time. All right, let's go.
Last one. Scott and Rick Steiner. Braun Breaker. Some kind of storyline there.
Yeah.
I could see it. I think it'd be fun.
Did you see him come down that ramp?
Braun Breaker.
Holy
yeah. Can we take a
moly.
moment? Braun Breaker is friggin' incredible.
And destroy Carlito?
Yeah.
Oh my
And the
gosh.
flip after he speared him because he was going so fast.
Oh my
That was
gosh,
an incredible. That was
crazy.
insane. When was that, Raw?
Guys, watch that and tell me wrestling's fake. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
You guys gotta knock it off with that crap. Really. It's not fake. It's incredible theater when it's done right. And it's a lot of it's being done right.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is the shows are so long that you get that lag time in between the good parts. Man, they put us through to ringer, but they put you to sleep.
And the live crowd plays a big part, I think. And if it's too long, they get like
The shows are too
disinterested.
long.
Yeah. And then I
Or
feel
they're
like it
too
brings the,
freaking boring in between the good spots.
yeah.
I mean, if you're going to have a 3-hour show, make it a 3-hour show to keep people awake and engaged. Otherwise, man, I'm going to say again that indie show that we went to recently kept us engaged the whole way, start to finish.
Yeah, they did.
There was no lag time at commercial and
No.
rev you back up again. It's not good for you to get revved up over and over again. Just keep that engine humming. We got to do something about this commercial, about these commercials and these long ass entrances, the long starts to the show, the whole freaking drag it out. Cody talking even slower than usual.
The walkouts have gotten progressively longer.
I talk faster than Cody. All right. I think we better.
That's all we've got for tonight,
I'm
guys.
a fast thinker. It's just I'm thinking in between each word. That's why it comes out slow. All right.
That's all I've got.
Are we ready, guys? Are we wrapping us up tonight? What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Can you leave us a comment?
Who from WrestleCon do you think is going to be there?
Yeah, who's going to surprise us at WrestleMania? And can you subscribe to our channel and like this video? Maybe check out the last video that we did. My daughter's going to be a journalist. She's going to school for journalism. And I'm trying to make her job more difficult here, as you can see. And you can watch that all happen. You can watch her become a journalist and field my recklessness in here along the way. Please follow our journey, all right? Because eventually we're going to be putting everything back into this channel for probably at least the first year.
Yeah.
It depends how fast the subscribers grow. But you're going to see a lot of changes because we're going to be putting everything back into the channel. We'll do some behind the scenes stuff. There are videos where you can see more of the setup. It's pretty basic. We got a good, my voice needs all the help that I can get. You hear how it sounds so much better when I try to make it sound better. I shouldn't really talk back here. I should talk to you more like this. Please subscribe to our channel. Please support us. Help us put Summer through college. And you're going to see her develop as a journalist. It'd be a cool, maybe it would inspire some of you if you guys are young and thinking about doing this. It'd be a reason to follow. Otherwise, any support would be really appreciated. Thank you very much. Take care. I don't know if that's good enough.
That's good.
Okay. I'm in my element in this place here. Right in my element. I might have to get one of those Honda Elements.
Are those a thing?
Yeah, they don't make them anymore, but they're cool.
Really?
Yeah, they're really cool. They were getting old a few years ago, so we'd have to buy like a restored one. But it's like the Kia Soul is kind of like that vibe, but the Honda Element, all-wheel drive, suicide doors, like, which means they open like this. I'm pretty sure, or is that a sliding door? Anyway, we probably did enough of this sound check, right? What do you guys think? I gotta open my mouth when I talk. What do you guys think?
I gotta smile when I think.
I gotta think. I gotta think and smile. All right.